Are you a woman over 40 who is tired every morning, brain fog, can't sleep, low energy? I've been there. And I think a lot of women are. And what I want to share with you is meditation in a glass. This drink I'm about to share with you, my apple cider elixir, has changed my mornings, changed my evenings, stopped my cravings. It's meditation in a glass, and it changed my life forever. And if you don't like tea, you can leave that out, but there are some essential vitamins that are in it. And if you need to talk with your doctor before you start this, I would highly recommend. I'm Rochelle, and I've been stuck in cravings, emotional despair, and longing, desperately trying to fight willpower with no end, and failed. And in my failure, I found hope, and I bloomed, and I elevated, and I want this for you. I'm going to share with you this morning my apple cider elixir. Now, I've shared this recipe before, but this time I'm going to show more detail if possible and share the ingredients, why it's beneficial, as well as why I use them and how this helps. This is a very scientifically proven strategy that I put together. Now, I grew up in a holistic home. I have a holistic background. I have ventured off in many different things, as well as detoxes and keto diets, and had my own fair share of illnesses and almost death. I want this to understand that I've been there. I know how to get out of it, and I know how you can too. So what we're going to do is we're going to use my brewed tea that I did this morning. Now, here's a little fun fact, and I just found out about this. I haven't grown up with tea. Actually, my family was LDS and said it was sinful, so obviously I don't practice that church, and I'm actually have no beliefs, but that's not the point. The point is the tea, the reason why I gravitated, how do you even say this? So why I naturally gravitated towards tea is because tea has herbs, has flowers, has nature. Have you ever gone walking through nature, just not labeling anything, just look around? Does it feel peaceful? Comment below. I want that inside. I wanted to feel that all the time. Is it even possible? And the answer is yes, I've done it. And you can too. I'm going to show you. So the best way to do it is if you can grow your own herbs. And trust me, that's what I plan on doing. And I'm going to be able to grow a few things during the winter. But unfortunately, my situation, I won't be able to continue with it. But I do plan on planting violas, and that is edible. And there is varieties that you need to make sure that they are. Don't just take any of those. They can be toxic. Pine tea, same thing, very healthy for you, but make sure it's from a reputable source, and it's a pine tea that's not toxic, that you can ingest. So what this is chai tea, and it's black tea, chai tea. It's probably the cheapest, probably not the optimist, but this is another thing that I can show you. You don't have to go totally crazy. I mean, it would be helpful. I think I would choose a better way of doing it if money wasn't an object, but you can do it on a very low budget of eating holistically and feeling elevated on a very small budget. And that's what I'm doing. So yes, there's better ways of doing tea, but right now this is what I can afford and what I'm doing. So I've got store brand tea bag, that's chai tea. Then I got loose rosemary tea. And if you can see that metal ball. Now, here's a fact. I would not get this infusion tea ball thing. I would pick, I think they have like a mesh reusable bag. I would pick that over this. I read reviews. People liked it. I don't. I've never done tea. I'm new to it. My rosemary tea is leaves loose, so they have to go into something. But this, another fun fact, always use glass. And if you're going to sun brew, it's best because it slowly allows the flavors to come out without, like, hot tea, you're burning them out. It leaves in the nutrients more as it slowly, better, more flavor. So more flavor, more nutrients. And then it has the sun rays and it's sun empowered. So you're drinking the light. And that's how come it's meditation in the glass. So you want to go ahead and only brew this about 3 to 4 hours. And if you're in temperature outside, like 70 degrees or lower, you might want to do it in the fridge, because what I found out is in the tea bags, there's actually the particle of the plant, and in uncontrolled temperatures can possibly create mold and toxins, and that's what I'm trying to avoid entirely. I don't want to create myself a bacteria problem. I want to make sure I consume this and still be healthy, and my whole program of junk detox is to get rid of chemicals, toxins, and totally live like whatever is freshly grown out of nature, and keep on with that process through food, through walking, through life, through the use of the cell phone. Just slowing down is basically how I'm trying to explain everything. It's a process, but once you start doing it, it becomes just normal and it's effortless, and there's no willpower, and you can totally eat whatever you want. You will know that you don't want to do that anymore. You'll be able to choose instead of feeling forced and stuck. There is a huge difference. So right now we're going to do this tea, and I cut up the apples, and I'm going to put in some lemon this time. And I think last time I didn't do that. I only have red apples and then the fresh ginger, like I always do. Now the ginger is anti-inflammatory. It helps your gut. The citrus, very helpful as well. Apples has that, I'm going to cold press it, so it has the beneficial of eating a fresh apple. You could use the pulp on your face for exfoliation. You'd want to add like yogurt to that to it, so it's not so spicy, because we're going to add spices to this. So if you do reuse the pulp, I have done it and it didn't hurt my skin, but you want to test an area, you might be more, I'm very sensitive, so I'd be surprised if you're more sensitive than I am. But it was very nice. It was very, very nice and relaxing. Anyway, so we're going to get right into this. All right, so I'm going to speed this up by taking the tea, and here is my Vitamix. So use your blender, whatever blender you have. You want one that can blend up, because we're going to blend up some of the rind on a lemon. We're going to blend up the apple rind. It's important to keep that on. It has nutrients. And then we're going to press it through a screen into a cup, and then into another mason jar. And I don't add sugar, but you can add monk fruit. Don't do processed sugar. We're trying to do this holistically. You could do honey, but make sure it's local fresh honey. Not all honey is the same. Anyway, so here we go. All right, so you want to go ahead and put the apples in. Make sure you wash everything really good. and some ginger. I chopped everything ahead of time. I got gala apples. All right, then we're going to use the colander. And here, this time I'm going to try to move my camera. Oops. So you can see what I'm doing. Hey, how about that? Move my tea. All right. Got my light behind here. I think it's fun, so I'm going to leave it there. You want to get a cup. My cups are plastic. Always use glass if you can. Right now, my life's not perfect, but you know, it's going to be fine. Then I'm going to put this on it. All right, now we're going to pour the tea. Got a little drip over here, got to get that. And it caught some rosemary leaves. We're going to put this in here. All right. And all right, so then what we want to do next, we're going to add our spices. I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of oak smoked pepper. Always get peppercorns that you can grind fresh. There we go. You can use teaspoons if you want. I eyeball mine, so that's what I like to do. I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of pumpkin spice. I'm using store brand. I got my oak peppercorns on Amazon. And then looking for my sea salt. Hold on. All right, so then you want 1/4 sea salt, tablespoon of sea salt, 1/4 of this I got from Amazon. Highly recommend. I don't use it for coffee. I use it to add in. I do add it to my coffee, but I don't use it only as coffee. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, it adds lion's mane and ashwagandha and a lot more. It soothes and calms your mind. It's definitely has benefited me. Would highly recommend that. And then I think I'm going to add this time a little bit of sage, not too much. A little fun fact, dried sage is pretty powerful. So we're going to try to just do a little dash. way less than 1/4 teaspoon. And we need to get the apple cider vinegar. That's what I'm looking for. Right. And 1/2 teaspoon. I'm going to use the lid, eyeball it. And now we're ready to blend it. All right, so my blender looks like this. This is the top part. This is the bottom. And here we go. I got to put together. Oh, had some water from when I cleaned it last. That's right. All right, I'm going to blend it and be right back. All right, so after it blended, it should look like this. So we're going to get a cup that fits the strainer. This is pulp, kind of like a smoothie. Now I put rind in there and I put fresh ginger. Could you eat this? Yeah, probably. I wouldn't, but I want like a mocktail, like just juice. I don't really. Now some pulp will come in there and that's beneficial. That's not bad. But I just don't want to drink like a whole smoothie of pulp. It's just not what I want to do, but you do you. How about that? So then you just kind of mix it in till the liquid goes through. I have some extra tea I need to get out of this cup because I'm going to use this cup for the pulp, where the pulp's going to go. And just stir that. This pulp is very healthy. It has a lot of nutrients you could use on the outside of your skin. Now just make sure you mix it with some, like I would recommend the Greek yogurt. It sounds soothing with it. If you want a copy of my recipe, comment apples and I'll send it to you. All right, and we're just keep on going with it. So this light behind me is a wave light I got from Amazon. I find it soothing. I like to look at it and turn it on. I don't know. I just have it on right now. I think it's fun. Where I'm at right now, it is daytime, so it's kind of funny, but that's what's behind me right there in the corner. So just keep on going here. You want to get this pulp, as much liquid out of it. I'm not sure why I'm holding this way, but you know, it doesn't bother me. If you're wondering, that's a mad grip. Oh, I agree, but I got it done, didn't I? So, and we need to get in another. Hold on, I gotta get a mason jar here. Okay. And then we're just going to pour this in. Sometimes I strain it twice. Today I'm not going to. You do want to leave some pulp in there, but not like, see how it is now? That's perfect. And then I'm going to blend up the rest of my drink here. Oh, going to need to strain it. There we go. I got more tea. This one's pine tea. I'm going to mix this in here. That's fine with me. Oh, I forgot to add. It is kind of funny. I'm going to have to always put your fruit pieces in first. I made this mistake here, obviously. Just give me a second here. Hold on. I could fit more apples, so I need to go cut one of these up now. I'll be right back. I did end up straining them both twice, so here's what it looks like. This one is mostly the chai tea, and this one is the pine tea. All right. If you want to see all that process, look at my last video. I think it was a Halloween one. I showed everything. This one I just wanted to go over the benefits and that I use pine tea this time. And let's give it a try. So I got my glass with filtered ice. And I use clearly filter water. It leaves in the minerals and takes out everything that's not good for you. So I highly recommend it. Not sponsored. I always say this, but I'm telling you it works. So here we go. Oh, and after you make it, let it sit for like 10 minutes and then put it in the fridge and then shake it before you use it. If you get any weird dots on the lid, like mine, it's not toxic. This happens. And you just want to keep it clean as much as possible. And you could put like stuff around it. I'm still looking to make mine a little bit better, but you know, I've been fine, so I'm gonna go with what I've been doing. So here is Cheers. It's good. So it's interesting. It's good. Interesting. So the pine tea has like a natural citrus sweet flavor to it. So then I added Gala apples and I added oak salt and rosemary tea. I actually added chai tea and some pumpkin spice to it, which I wasn't really going to do, but I did it anyway. Has like a moody citrus pine oak. It's really good. And the fun fact, pine tea is anti-inflammatory, and it's really helps with like when you're cramping that time of month. I don't know why I always make this on my moon cycle, but here it is, day 1. It's really good. What I like to do is I like to add some ginger ale. I just get some store brand. You can get like the better stuff, of course. There's always something better. But it makes a little fun little mocktail, adds little bubblies, and it's pretty fun. See? Pretty fun. If you found this informative, give me a thumbs up. And if you want to have my 7-day radiant reset, comment below reset and I'll send it to you. And watch my next video if you want to see the full making this product. Watch that video next and I'll see you next time.